So if you've been dreaming about life on the water in Northwest Washington, chances are you've heard of both Anacortes and Oak Harbor. These two coastal towns sit just across Deception Pass Bridge from one another, but here's the twist. They couldn't feel more different. One is a historic, artsy, walkable town named the Gateway to the San Juan Islands, and the other is the proud heart of Whidbey Island, shaped by the Navy base and full of family-friendly suburban energy. So which one is the better lifestyle for you? Choosing the wrong one could leave you frustrated or even feeling like you picked the wrong island altogether. Well, I am Western Washington real estate broker Leah Courage, and in this video, I'm going to break down the key differences between Anacortes and Oak Harbor when it comes to housing, lifestyle, community, and cost of living. And stick with me until the very end, because I'll also share one surprising truth that sways many buyers one way or the other, and it's a detail that most people don't even think to ask about. So let's set the stage. We've got two towns and two personalities. Visually, the best way to start is right here on the Deception Pass Bridge. This iconic stretch of steel and green water doesn't just connect Fidalgo Island to Whidbey, it also connects two very different communities. Anacortes is often described as artsy and historic, like I said earlier, and it's the maritime hub of Skagit County, home to a walkable downtown full of boutiques, restaurants, and galleries. It's also the gateway to the San Juan Islands. If you're heading to Friday Harbor or Orcas, you're catching your ferry from Anacortes. Oak Harbor, on the other hand, is Whidbey Island's largest city. It's a true military town with Naval Air Station Whidbey Island as its anchor. It's diverse, family-friendly, and suburban with big box chain shopping, schools, and a fast-paced daily rhythm compared to Anacortes' slightly slower and more boutique feel. Now let's talk numbers, because for most people, budget is going to be the very first deciding factor. As of late 2025, Anacortes' median home price is in the mid to high 700s. That reflects its limited inventory, its high demand, and its appeal as both a retirement destination and a second home market. The housing stock here leans towards historic craftsman-style homes, beautifully remodeled mid-century properties, and custom waterfront estates. If you're drawn to charm and uniqueness, Anacortes absolutely delivers. In Oak Harbor, the median home price is much more approachable, hovering in the low to mid 500,000 range. You'll find more subdivisions, mid-century ramblers, and multifamily options. For first-time home buyers or families working with a tighter budget, Oak Harbor provides far more options. Renting tells a similar story. Anacortes' rental market is small and tight with higher rents and fewer options. Landlords do well here and tenants have to act quickly. In Oak Harbor, the rental market is much larger, fueled by military turnover. With service members moving in and out constantly, there are more options, but also more competition. Average rents range from about $1,800 to $2,000 for single-family homes, and rental rates line up closely with military BAH allowances. Even day-to-day expenses show the contrast. So in Anacortes, for example, you'll shop at local markets, boutiques, and smaller grocery stores. Dining tends towards the unique and independent restaurants, seafood spots, and even fine dining. In Oak Harbor, you've got Walmart, Home Depot, Safeway, and a wider range of casual eateries. It's more budget-friendly, practical, and definitely suburban. And before I go any further, if you're enjoying this insider perspective, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you don't miss our weekly videos. And if you're even just thinking about buying, selling, or investing in the North Puget Sound, go ahead and reach out to us directly. We would love to be your trusted advisors. Our contact information is below. Now let's talk about lifestyle and community vibes. So Anacortes' vibe is slower and a little bit more community-centered, though by all means, Oak Harbor has a great community vibe as well. The population in Anacortes skews older, with a lot of retirees and second homeowners. It has a very rich maritime identity, and you'll feel that everywhere, from the working marinas to the annual Anacortes Arts Festival that draws visitors in from all across the country. Its downtown is very walkable, charming, and full of history. For people who want a slightly quieter pace and a community where neighbors tend to know each other, Anacortes is a natural fit. Oak Harbor, in contrast, feels busier and younger. Thanks to the Navy base, the demographics are much more diverse, with a steady stream of active duty service members and their families. So that makes it dynamic and full of energy, but also transient. Neighbors may be here one year and gone the next. Oak Harbor has a strong sense of pride in being a military town, and it has more of a suburban kind of identity. Schools, parks, and sports fields are central to daily life here. Now, we need to address one of the biggest differences, the sound of freedom, quote unquote. Oak Harbor sits directly in the flight path of the EA-18G Growler jets. That means that jet noise isn't occasional, it's frequent, it's loud, and it's part of daily life. For many, it's a huge point of pride. I think it's really exciting when I get to hear it every time. For others, however, it's a deal breaker. This is one of the most important lifestyle considerations for anybody moving to Oak Harbor. Anacortes, just across the water, by the way, is nearby, but not in the direct flight path. You will definitely hear jets at times, but it's not the same constant presence. For people who are particularly noise sensitive or who simply want a more peaceful environment, this is often a huge deciding factor in choosing Anacortes over Oak Harbor. Now let's talk about amenities and recreation. So both towns offer incredible access to the outdoors, but just in different ways. So Anacortes is unmatched for hiking and boating. The Anacortes Community Forest Lands offer over 2,800 acres of trails right in town. Washington Park, with its loop drive and its beaches, is also a local favorite. And of course, Anacortes is the ferry hub to the San Juan Islands, making it paradise for boaters and island hoppers. Oak Harbor shines with its proximity to Deception Pass State Park, the most visited state park in all of Washington. It's only minutes from town, and it offers dramatic cliffs, beaches, and camping. Joseph Whidbey State Park and waterfront parks in town also provide plenty of recreation, especially for families. And when it comes to shopping and services, Anacortes leans more boutique with local shops, art galleries, and marine supply stores. For big box shopping, most residents drive to Burlington from Anacortes. Oak Harbor, on the other hand, is the commercial hub of Whidbey Island. It has Walmart, Home Depot, and larger grocery stores all right in town. Now let's touch on the military perspective. So for active duty families, Oak Harbor is usually the default. It's right next to NAS Whidbey. Housing options are aligned with your BAH, and there's a built-in community of military families right there. Convenience is key here. You're close to the base and you're surrounded by support systems. But some military personnel choose Anacortes. Why? Well, for the separation between work and home life, and also to escape the jet noise and for a slightly different kind of a community feel. The commute from Anacortes to NAS Whidbey is about 20 to 25 minutes across the bridge. It's scenic, but it's still a little bit of a commute. So here's the surprise insight that tips many buyers in one direction or the other, and I said it before, but I have to say it again because it is so important, and that is the noise factor. So while price and convenience absolutely matter, I have seen countless buyers ultimately decide where they want to be based on whether or not they're okay with living with the jet noise. Again, for some, it's a symbol of pride and patriotism and connection to the military, which is fabulous. And for others, it's simply too disruptive. That lifestyle factor is often more decisive than the numbers on paper. So in conclusion, which town is right for you? So let's sum it up. Anacortes is for you if you want a charming, walkable town with a strong maritime culture and the arts as well. Also, if you're sensitive to noise and you want peace and quiet. And it's also great for people who are boaters and want easy access to the San Juan Islands. Anacortes is also a wonderful location if you're a retiree, a second homeowner, or you're someone looking for a slightly slower pace. Oak Harbor is a great option if you're a military family looking for convenience and a supportive community. It's also for buyers who want more affordable housing options and more variety in the market. It's also great for you if you like the practicality of big box shopping and suburban amenities, which Anacortes is absolutely missing. And it's also a fabulous place if you're looking for a younger, more dynamic, and family-friendly atmosphere. So at the end of the day, both Anacortes and Oak Harbor are beautiful coastal towns with strong communities, but only one will feel like home for you, and that is what truly matters. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this info, please be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so that you never miss a new video about life and real estate in Western Washington. And if you're even just thinking of buying or selling real estate in the Puget Sound, we would love to be your trusted advisors. Our contact information is below, and we'd be honored to help you make your next move with confidence. So thank you again for watching, keep exploring, and we will see you in the next video.